Hey everybody out there in YouTube world, it's me Jess here in Nova Scotia. Just want to have a conversation about this Made in Nova Scotia process. Just to let everybody know how I'm perceiving it and what I think about it. I'm not perceiving it too well. I don't think much of it. I understand that times have changed and that we need to step forward and be part of the 21st century. Alright, I get it. What I don't get is that we actually have got leaders out there that are willing to sign new treaties, therefore giving up our current treaties, which apparently have a lot of power involved in them, and the words run deep, because if they didn't, the government would have started this process 100 years ago. But this is where we're at now. I know a lot of people are really interested in this process of Made in Nova Scotia and what they think it brings to the table and how it's going to help out our future and our communities. I don't see it. I honestly do not see, if the government hasn't acknowledged any of these rights and treaties, and that we've had to fight so many times to get to even where we are today. We got 2 Donald Marshall decisions which have set us straight on a passage where I think we need to be following more, rather than just sitting back saying, well, okay, you have an agreement with a band. But the point is I don't belong to a band. I belong to the General List of Nova Scotia, Micmac. I am the tribe of Micmac. I'm not alone. I'm not alone. This process here is going to destroy the future generations' responsibilities. Some call them rights, I call them responsibilities. Our responsibilities to our future generations are that we do not change anything. It's up to each individual person to take responsibility for their lives and how they conduct themselves, and no agreement with any government is ever going to change that. But we do have a group of chief and councils within this province that are willing to give up those rights and sign into a new treaty. And again, that treaty, the new treaty that they're signing in, nowhere have I read or saw or even heard that those treaties will continue on for as long as the Micmac exists. As it is, if they do sign this new agreement, I truly do believe there will be an end date. There will be an end date, and we don't have the right. We don't have the responsibility to do that to our future generations. We honestly don't. So, the Made in Nova Scotia process, I've educated myself enough to sit back and say, yeah, no, it's on. It's on. Malcolm X once said, by whatever means necessary. And I'd have to say, by whatever means necessary. It begins. The war is here. This is it. Again, we need to band together. We need to educate ourselves to know, and to help our leaders. And for the life of me, I can't even fathom any leader that would be willing to sign these agreements, because to them it's all about the almighty buck. You know, for those of us that live off reserve, that don't have a reserve-based community, I don't know how it's going to affect us. I do know when it comes time to negotiate, the government will negotiate with me, because I will only speak for myself. I can't speak for my son. I can't speak for any future grandchildren I will have. But I can tell you, it is not my right to sign away their future. If these current chief and councils do go forward with this, let it be known they will be signing away your rights. And what are you going to do? By then it'll be too late. You won't be acknowledged by the Canadian government. You will be a Canadian citizen. You will no longer have sovereignty. It's not hard to find out what these words are. I Google everything. I understand what they're asking us to do. I also understand that it's not good for us. our forebears didn't create those treaties, and those treaties still have power that they do today. I know that they didn't sign those thinking that, yeah, at some point in time we were going to give up our culture. And because again, it has nothing to do with race. We are all originals, but it is our culture. It's our culture. The whole reason the reservation system was started, the whole reason the residential schools were started, the whole reason Micmac Family Children's Services exists is to tear apart the Mi'kmaq in our culture. And they've done that. They've done that. But they're not going to assimilate everybody. And not everybody is going to bow down and put up with this. Now, I know I might be hurting some people's feelings, and that's okay. Because at least I'm making you think. And at least maybe you'll try to prove me wrong. I don't need to be proved wrong, because it is what I understand. It is not what I believe. It's what I think. And my thoughts can change on a daily basis, and they have, because I've been attempting to do this video for months since the Idle No More started, and I just kept saying to myself, get more information, get more information. You're not ready to talk about it yet. And I'm still not ready to talk about it yet, but I am ready to say, by whatever means necessary. Sit Nogama, Acne Gesalu.